What's up, my good vibes? It's Karma here. As you can tell, I'm not as loud as I usually am, which you're probably happy about because your ears are not bleeding anymore. But the main reason I'm like this is because this week was the last week of school. Yay! But that also means that we had to give in all our projects, which also means that I spent the entire week losing my sanity. So, anyways, I know I said this would be a monthly thing, but then I realized that it doesn't really make sense for me to make this a monthly thing since it would have all been like cold tea and irrelevant at that point. So, I decided to just make these K-pop news videos each time something actually happens. So, we have a lot to cover today, so let's get this bread. So, Twice made their comeback with their single More and More. And firstly, I want to say that I love the song, and also I finally found my bias. Momo is my queen, but I still love all the girls equally. I ain't no toxic solo stan. I'm not here to review the song, because I'm not qualified to really do that. I like the sound of it, so I liked it. But I'm here to talk about the plagiarism accusations that were made towards, like, the song. Well, not the song itself. You'll see. So, an artist by the name of Davis McCarty accused JYP Entertainment of copying one of his works. A set piece in the MV closely resembled one of his pieces, and so he made a post about it asking like the artist community like what he should do. So JYP made a statement, made a response to it, and feel free to pause and read. So they're now trying to fix the issue, which probably means that the artist will probably get a lot of money. Let's go into Stan Twitter and see what everyone's thinking about this. Hashtag JYP is over party is trending for plagiarism in more and more video. Bruh, Twice deserves better. There was a reason I didn't like that MV, while I liked the audio. I honestly found the MV quite good, but I agree that Twice deserves better. A lot of people have actually been blaming them for the plagiarism when it's clearly not their fault. It wasn't even entirely JYP's fault. It's mostly the company Naive's fault because they were the ones responsible for the set design. But I think JYP should have double checked to make sure there's nothing wrong with the video before releasing it. I mean, we've seen this mistake happen before. Yoongi scandal. Anyways, FYI, plagiarism issue is about Naive versus the designer, not JYP versus the designer. If compensation was applied to settle with the designer, then the expenses will come from Naive's pocket, not JYP. Just an FYI for those who want JYP, and Twice to fall. Why is there someone who blames Twice for the plagiarism cases? Aren't they the victims? Twice doesn't know anything. JYP has to be held responsible. We once Please support Twice. We know that behind that smile, Twice today has a lot of sadness they experience. It's the companies that should be the ones at fault, but Twice are the ones that are getting all of the backlash. Like, come on, guys, they're not the ones that designed their own set. They're really not responsible for that. It's the companies that should be careful with what they put in the MV so things like this won't happen. Hopefully, this gets resolved without a lawsuit. Poor Lisa, I honestly feel so bad for her. But let me explain what happened. Lisa has recently been scammed by her manager, someone who has been with the group since their debut. She considered him family and trusted him completely. He told Lisa that he was gonna help her look into buying real estate, which led her to transferring over 1 billion South Korean won. The manager ended up gambling all that money away. He was caught, of course, and he had to pay part of the sum back before leaving the company, and he also agreed to pay back the rest of the money soon. Lisa, being the kind soul she is, decided not to take any legal action and settle this in a friendly manner. A lot of people were speculating that the manager had picked Lisa because she was a foreigner and was more vulnerable than the other girls. I feel so bad for her. I can't even imagine how hurt she must be. Because she just found out someone she trusted, someone she thought was family, stabbed her in the back for her money. I'm not even a fan, but this is the most disgusting thing. Being scammed by a close friend that you trust for years. I hope she's okay. Once will support her for sure. I've seen a lot of non-blinks give their regards and support towards Lisa through this very, very hard time. And honestly, it warms my heart that all the K-pop stans are coming together instead of having fan wars to support someone that's been hurt. Lisa needs all the support she could get to get through this tough time, and I know for a fact the other members are there for her. The fact that she's always smiling so sweetly like nothing happened. She's in the survival show, joined Somi's diary, doing ads. She's so professional. I respect her even more. Money can be earned, but not trust. She might feel insecure now for people around her. She is honestly such an angel. I admire her hard work because she keeps it professional no matter what's going on in her personal life. This must have caused her to have like trust issues now since someone really really close to her decided to use her. When trust is broken, it's basically impossible to fix. She deserves much more. Protect this angel at all costs. Let her deal with this how she wishes. We will support her through everything. He deserves jail for what he did to this baby. But we all know she's too kind-hearted to do that. At least pay her back. We love you 3270. He should really pay her back, but I honestly doubt that Lisa actually cares about the money. She probably cares more that she lost someone really close to her because of that money. Because they became greedy and decided to take advantage of her trust. So K-pop idols have been speaking out and giving their support to the BLM movement, which is amazing. So for this, I'm not going to be reading any fan tweets. I'm actually going to be reading the messages that these idols have put out, and there's a lot. It's always great to see people use their platform to speak out about these problems, especially K-pop idols and celebrities. They have such a huge platform, and this can inspire more people to wake the fuck up and do something to help these people. It's really not enough to not be racist. You need to be anti-racist. Oh my god. I just quoted Logan Paul. It's fine, right? Like, he redeemed himself and actually matured, unlike his brother Jake Paul. But, like, this is not about them, so we're not gonna be talking about that mess. So, here are some tweets slash posts from the idols. I'm gonna be reading them all at once, and hopefully my voice survives this. So, Young Bae just made a simple post stating, Black Lives Matter. Johnny posted a black screen with the caption, Please let everyone be safe. I see you. I care for you. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. Mark Twan just tweeted out, Stay strong, stay safe, with the receipt for his donation. So this one is just a post saying, It is not enough to be quietly non-racist. Now is the time to be vocally anti-racist. Completely agree. Crush also attached his receipt for his donation. And he also put in the caption, Many artists and people around the world get so much inspiration by black culture and music, including me. We have a duty to respect every race. Jay Park posted this group picture with everyone holding signs of Black Lives Matter. Honestly, I don't know why I'm describing the picture because you can see it too. And the caption is, High Music as a label and the artists at the label have collectively donated 21K to Black Lives Matter organization. We will also be participating in Blackout Tuesday, and our June 2nd release has been pushed to June 4th. To all the people protesting, stay strong and keep fighting. We support you and are with you. And he also posted this group picture, and there's also another post where he had the caption, Sick of making posts like this and sick of the same shit happening over and over again. Me being inspired by black culture, aside me having black homies, aside just a man and a human being. To think how helpless he felt and how inhumane he was treated. To think that if that was my dad or uncle or homie makes me sick to my stomach. Countless innocent unarmed people losing their lives and nobody taking responsibility or being held accountable. People who are supposed to protect and keep the public safe don't even have the common sense or compassion to know they are killing somebody innocent. Police departments and people in position of power not doing anything to provoke change. All of this makes me sick. The whole system is corrupt and nobody wants to admit it because they are all afraid of taking responsibility for countless years of unjust and inhumane treatment. Can't even begin to fathom how fed up the black community is with so many years of abuse. I pray to God the truth prevails, and I pray to God people who have compassion and empathy are put into a place of power and authority, and people who abuse their power for their own greed and ego to feel superior all disappear. Same for the civilians abusing their privilege, calling the police and lying. Act like some fucking human beings, and may God have mercy on your souls. That was long, but that was just its pure facts. And this was the post with it. And Ciel just posted the simple hashtag Black Lives Matter, hashtag solidarity post with this long message saying, "The Misconduction of Lauryn Hill was the first album my dad bought me. Beyonce's Dangerous in Love was the first CD I bought for myself. Janet Jackson taught me the power of movement, of dance, and expression. Missy Marriott is why I am so obsessed with my visuals. Little Kim was one of the fashion pioneers that taught me how to be fearless in how I tell stories through clothes. Aaliyah is the reason why I wear baggy pants and combat boots on stage. During the rare moments of me being at, my friends saw me sing but actually screaming. No, 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 no Way by Whitney Houston. It ends with No More Drama by MGB. Some of the biggest inspiration for 21 were Destiny's Child and TLC. These are just some of the examples of the core women who have inspired me through the years. Artists, directors, writers, dancers, designers, producers, stylists in the K-pop industry are all inspired by Black culture, whether they acknowledge it or not. I would like to encourage all K-pop fans to give back and show their love and support for all that we have received from Black artists. I want to explain to all K-pop fans, fellow Asians, and non-Americans who feel like they have little or no connection to what's happening that we are all connected at the end of the day. And don't we, Asians live abroad, also face enough racism to the point where we are numb and sick of it? We must stand up together as one, helping them fight for justice. It's never too late. Let's send them love and support by caring, elevating Black voices, educating ourselves, and bringing awareness to people around you. Stand 21, everyone. A lot of people don't want to admit it, but K-pop is heavily inspired by Black culture. 8Cs tweeted out, "We stand in solidarity with those who have given their lives for the right to be heard." Monsta X tweeted, "We stand together for equality, justice, and dignity." And BTS tweeted, "We stand against racial discrimination. We condemn violence. You, I, and we all have the right to be respected. We will stand together." I know that there's many more and I would love to read all of them, but I don't want to be here for an hour. I am so glad that they are able to use their platform to spread the word and encourage their fans to help and to donate to the movement. I should probably remind you that in my description there are links to places you can help, you can donate, or you can even just watch the videos in my description. Before we move on, I really want to say something. I noticed that a lot of these groups and idols were getting immense amount of hate for not speaking out in the beginning. Do I really have to remind you that the way the K-pop industry works is completely different to the Western music industry? Most of these idols don't have complete control over their social media accounts. Everything they post must be approved by like their managers and the company. K-pop idols are not like Western artists who have free reign over all their accounts. They have to actually ask permission before posting anything. These idols were receiving so much hate and so much backlash and were being called disgusting things when most of them probably desperately wanted to speak out but couldn't because of their management. Can you imagine how they must have felt during this time? Please think before jumping to conclusions because it might seriously hurt the idols. Just trust them. Now this next story is honestly amazing, like holy shit. So basically the Dallas police station had sent out a tweet telling people to use their app to send videos and pictures of the protesters, probably so that they could track them down and arrest them. K-pop Twitter saw this and was like, "Nah fam, this ain't it," and bombarded the app with fan cams of their faves. They were sending so much that the Dallas police station had to tweet out that the app was down due to technical difficulties. Sure, Karen, that's totally why you shut it down. But it didn't end there. K-pop fans also flooded all the racist hashtags such as hashtag White Lives Matter and hashtag White Out Wednesday with more fan cams. This is honestly insane. We're finally using our millions of fan cams we have saved in our photo albums for good. And for the first time, the news and the locals are being nice to us and not calling us crazy hormonal 12-year-olds. I never thought I would say that. So I would read these tweets, but I have saved so many of them, so I'm just gonna put them all up in the screen. Oops. I might have went a little bit overboard. Oh well, let's just enjoy this moment, my brothers and sisters and everyone in between. We're gonna go down in history for this shit. I can't wait to burst out laughing when I see my kids researching what fan cams are. Let's continue giving out our support and helping the BLM movement. But before we move on, here's a news clip where they actually praise us.
Hello, George. It is estimated there are about 90 million K-pop fans worldwide. And this morning, it appears many of them have set their sights on disrupting racist social media hashtags by posting so much and so quickly that it is impossible for the racist posts to see the light of day. When Whiteout Wednesday became a racist rebuke to the success of the Blackout Tuesday movement, the K-pop army struck again, flooding Twitter and Instagram with fan videos and memes in an attempt to drown out the racist posts and create a positive and uplifting conversation. K-pop fans all over the world are known to find different ways of connecting online, and clearly in this case, they are proving that by harnessing their collective energy, they can really make a difference.
Finally, finally. Continuing on the subject of BLM, so one of the employees, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was an employee that worked for the BLM organization, had come out and thanked Big Hit and BTS for their donation of $1 million. ARMYs then saw this and vowed to match their million, and that's exactly what they did. In under 24 hours. They trended internationally the hashtag #MatchAMillion to encourage fans to donate. I am so proud to be part of this fandom. I know we have a lot of bad apples that continuously make us look bad, but we proved ourselves through the donations and through the campaigns and the charity that we've been active with throughout the years. But I would like to remind you that these are the same people that wait as long as they have to watch the paid content for free on a very, very, very legal website. And they raised $1 million in 24 hours. What the heck? And also, while I was looking through this craziness, okay, I found this tweet of someone being shocked over the charities that armies have been part of. We have whales, okay? We have adopted animals. We have a zoo. But let's have a round of applause to the armies and K-pop stans alike. Keep doing your thing and stay out of drama and fan wars. So next we're going to be talking about the Dear Class of 2020 livestream. I know there's been a lot of BTS related news in this video, but they've been very active recently. As you may or may not know, there was a live stream on YouTube for the people graduating in 2020, but can't really have a graduation ceremony. You can go watch it if you want. YouTube posted the entire live stream. It's 3 hours long. And since this is a K-pop video, we will be talking about BTS, who were part of it. I'm sorry, Queen Michelle Obama and Queen Beyonce. Maybe next time. Their speech was so inspirational. We were getting prepared for another UN speech by Kim Namjoon, but they hit us with their individual speeches. I felt so motivated to push forward no matter what, but I'll talk about the things that they said that stuck to me the most. Namjoon was telling us that he had faith in us and knows that our future will become something big and magnificent. Hobie told us that we are the leader of our own life and to tell ourselves that we can do it and that we need to keep trying until we succeed. We must never give up. Yoongi was telling us that there are things that we cannot control and that we should focus on the things that we can actually change, and the possibility are limitless. and that one small person can dream the biggest dream and make endless possibilities come true. JK told us to have faith in ourselves the same way he has faith in himself, his members, and the world, and that we should keep moving forward. Tay was telling us not to give up because even when it's difficult, there will always be luck and opportunities waiting for us, and that we should listen to our hearts. He also did the sign language version of an applause, which is very thoughtful and sweet of him. Jimin made me feel so loved, and I feel like many people would agree. He said that he worries for us and hopes we're doing well. He made us feel less lonely by telling us to remember that there is a person in Seoul that understands us. Jin's speech hit the hardest, and I feel like many people would agree. He said something that we all needed to hear. He said that he knows that sometimes we might feel like we're falling behind and all the pressure is starting to crush us. He told us to step back and take a deep breath. We have to take it one step at a time and be patient with ourselves. We have to allow ourselves a break and a moment to take it easy. We don't need to keep up with everyone else because their pace is not our own. Be patient and you'll make it through. They honestly gave me so much hope for the future and motivated me to keep pushing no matter what life throws my way. I am a multi fan, but BTS will always have a special place in my heart because they were also one of the first group I stand, and also their message, their songs, just they were the ones that helped me through hard times and guided me through the journey of loving myself. Even if you're not a fan of theirs, I highly suggest you watch their speech and also the other speeches from Dear Class of 2020 because it's so inspiring, and I feel like some of those speeches they said some things that we actually really needed to hear. I mean, Gen Z are already so depressed. We might need a little bit more motivation to move on. I'm gonna be brief on the performance because like usual it's really really good. Like we predicted, they performed Boy With Love, but then they hit us with Spring Day and Microcosmos. I cried. There, I exposed myself. I cried like a baby. That was unfair, okay? It was like a double kill. Each of their speeches were so distinctly them. Namjoon thoughtful and philosophical, JK steady and always mindful of his brothers, Yoongi realistic and thoughtful, Jin practical and wise, Jimin caring and nurturing, J-Hope sincerity delivered with a smile, V warm and wise. This is one thing you can't deny. These 7 boys have such an impact on so many people's lives. Their Love Yourself album series and the tours related to those albums helped so many people in their journey to loving themselves. These boys will forever be in my heart, and that's not a lie. This is not another One Direction phase, I swear. The message was this: Boy With Love, hey, I love you. How are things doing? Spring Day, I miss you, even though we're not together right now. Microcosmos, I'll see you again in the purple ocean. We'll be together again. BTS hasn't performed Spring Day since 2017. They are back performing it for us, especially after what's happening around us, and for us not being able to see our beloved ones. They are giving us hope that it's gonna end, because no darkness, no season will last forever. Sometimes I hate armies. They always find a way to make me cry. BTS picked these songs to convey a message to the armies. They even performed Spring Day to assure us that this is not gonna last forever and to have hope. Finally, a new subject that isn't related to BTS. I'm so sorry. So this one is actually really sad. As you may or may not know, Youngmin, the leader of AB6IX, has left the group after being caught and charged for a DUI, aka drunk driving. On May 31st, Youngmin went out with his friends and was driving back to his accommodation when he was caught by police for drunk driving and had his license revoked. He temporarily halted his promotion with AB6IX in the beginning, and the group's comeback was delayed. He also posted a handwritten apology. Hello, this is Lim Youngmin. First, I'm so ashamed and sorry to be giving you such disgraceful news. I am sincerely sorry for disappointing the many people and fans who have been showing me love and waiting for me. I feel pathetic and pained to have to become a disgraceful hyung to the members, who have been indelibly wounded because of me. Also, I want to sincerely apologize to the agency staff who have suffered great damages because of this. The members and many staff members worked so hard for a long time to prepare for this comeback, but because of my foolish and irresponsible mistake, their efforts were undetermined. and so I feel deeply ashamed. I am keenly aware of all my mistakes and I'm deeply regretting and reflecting. I will accept all of the criticism over my irreversible actions and reflect. To everyone who believed in me and supported me, including my fans, group members, agency, staff, and family members, I once again sincerely apologize. I don't condone his actions, and I'm glad to see that no one does. The issue was if the fans were willing to forgive him. And in my opinion, it's gonna be influenced by the fans' experience with DUI. Some fans might forgive him for his mistake since they haven't been personally affected by drunk drivers, but other fans would be even more reluctant to forgive him, especially if drunk driving has affected them personally. The fandom was pretty torn on the subject of forgiveness. That was until Brand New Music Entertainment posted this statement. Hello, this is Brand New Music. First of all, we express sincere gratitude to the many fans who give love to AB6. After thorough discussion with AB6 member Lim Youngmin's departure from AB6 was decided today with respect for his wish to no longer cause harm to the group. We apologize for causing concern to many fans with the sudden news. In addition, we express our deep apologies to the many people involved in the album promotions due to the team's situation. As announced previously, AB6 will continue promotion reorganized as a four-member group, and we will contribute even further effort to support AB6 for the future. Lastly, we once again sincerely apologize for having to share disappointing news to the fans who always support and cherish AB6. And we will put in our full effort for them to return with more mature music and performances. We ask for unchanging love and interest for the four members of AB6 who are working hard on preparing for their comeback, even through the difficult situation. Thank you. It seems as though Youngmin has decided that it was best for the group if he left so that he couldn't damage their reputation anymore. As a fellow AB new, I get how hard this is. We have grown attached to him and we love him. This fan even wrote this long letter. No matter where the future takes him and the group, we'll continue to support them both. So the next subject is BangBang Con the live. Are we even surprised I'm talking about this? I woke up at 5 a.m. to watch this live stream. Was it worth it? Yes. They looked so happy performing and they were serving looks left and right. Can we also get the studio version of that Boy With Love remix? Iconic. Here's a few clips.
근데 아미 자리가 하나 너무 좁지 않아요? 자, 오케이. 자, 멀리서 참 이거 간다. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷.
Here's also a quote from JK that attacked my heart and destroyed it into a million pieces. Although you're not with us, you're sending us your love from all around. So we get encouraged and performed. I hope this is just the beginning for us, a new beginning until we see face to face. I honestly love them with my entire being. We don't deserve them. Don't accuse me of being a solo stan. I love so many groups. They're just one of the first groups I started standing. Don't at me. I hope they get some rest during this quarantine. You can see how much they love their fans so much, and we don't deserve them, but we will cherish them forever. Thank you, BTS. Now go get some rest before I swim over there and knock you out just so you can get some sleep. We purple you. Before I end this video, I actually have a message for all those armies who were striking down links for the live stream saying it was unfair for the people that paid. Okay, Karen Jr., look at me and clean the earwax out of your ears so that you can hear me clearly. Get your head out of your ass and actually look around. We are in the middle of an epidemic, dumbass. People have lost their job and some of them have lost it permanently. a lot of people simply don't have the resources to pay for the live stream. That money might not be a lot to your privileged ass, but it could be the difference between eating or not for some people. And what's the point of doing that anyways? All the footage is gonna end up on Twitter by the next day. Is it really that exclusive if everyone's gonna see it in the end anyways? On top of that, I've seen people tweeting that a lot of the streams were getting shut down during the live stream. Like, are you serious? You're putting your time into striking down these accounts instead of enjoying the stream that you were so butthurt about and that was so important to you. Do you really have to ruin other people's chances at actually experiencing a concert that they might not be able to experience otherwise? Instead of like letting people, finally be happy during this dark times, have fun during these crazy times, you had to literally shit on their parade. Youngmin once said, "Fuck capitalism, so fuck you. Eat the rich, everyone." See you in my next one. Peace.
Hear your voice. I want to hear your conviction. No matter who you are, where you're from, your skin color, your gender identity, just speak yourself. Find your name and find your voice by speaking yourself.